We have 6 campuses, about 3,200 students. We have 2 elementary schools, 1 middle school, a high school, and a pre-K kindergarten school.
In the old LiveOak Learning Center, we had a lot of security issues. There were over 32 doors that were open to the outside. It was very scary if we ever had to shut down. It required a lot of running around, trying to inform people that we needed to lock down. It required children having to move from the outside of a building to go into another building. It just was very uncomfortable.
Well, the previous security system, there was many different keys, many different locks. I'll give you an example. This is the keychain that we carried around all the time, and it was just hard to keep up with all those keys. And I know that people were losing keys, so then you have to decide if you're going to change the locks or just maybe hope that key never shows up. But you know, we decided that that was just not a good way to go forward with.
We had about 4 or 5 different name brand locks, and some of them had like 15 or 16 moving parts inside, where the Sargent that we went with, the panic bar, the rim panic, only had 4 or 5. And also the Sargent lock set and the panic bars, the maintenance, the strength and the durability of them outlast all of them.
We vowed that when we did build a new school, on this campus, that we were going to do a good job and as far as the safety and security of the students went.
We actually had a try-me process in place here with the district, and we put a Harmony try-me on Preston Adams' office for him to try the product to see how he liked the product.
We did a lot of research on this, and Orange Spears and Rick Hoyt and I, and we looked around to see who had the best systems around. And ASSA ABLOY came out on top of that by a large measure, because they had done a lot of the things that we were looking at.
On the exterior doors, we're primarily using the Sargent latch retraction devices. On the interior doors, as you can see, we have our H1 mortise locks right here.
We have people who use our campuses that are people out in the public, and if we sometimes have to issue them keys to get access to the facilities. Sometimes they lose those keys. When we have, with our card system now, if they lose those cards, we can just cancel out their card, and it's not a problem anymore. So it's a lot more convenient, a lot safer, and a lot more secure.
Like, we need to look at a lock that we can have more flexibility. We can see who's coming and going. We can lock the doors at any time. We can have them unlocked at certain times when we know there's going to be a lot of traffic coming, so we can set up schedules and things. And plus, we're eliminating a lot of the people factor, or the human factor, where you don't have to worry about someone being responsible for locking this door or unlocking this door at a certain time. It kind of takes care of itself.
A lot of the situations that come up in buildings where you have intruders, what happens is the intruder comes in the building, and a lot of districts have the problem with doors that have to be locked from the outside. And we wanted to be able to shut the system down, lock the whole system down from 1 or 2 points or anywhere in the building if we needed to, by one person or 2 people, which would be the administrators in the building. They can lock the whole building down.
We can sell hardware all day long, but if our end users do not know how to work on it, how to repair it, and in this case with electronic locks, how to identify potential issues, then we're doing them a disservice.
We actually went through a full day of training, and we did some cool stuff with access control. And so that helped us a lot on understanding how everything really works, and it kind of brought it all together.
All the support, all the different avenues, all the different departments that ASSA ABLOY has to support us, and our IT department, it's overwhelming.
Looking at safety and security as being priority 1, we are very pleased, and we feel like we have the safest, most secure schools, in this area.